Xpeng P7 electric car from China to rival Tesla Model 3. It is currently testing extreme cold weather and snow-ice road surface conditions. With chassis jointly developed with a luxury European sports-style brand, tuned by top-notch German and Chinese professional teams, the P7 has undertaken 2 years of chassis adjustment, accumulating several 100,000 kilometers of mileage. Tests have been conducted in Spain, the United States, New Zealand, and other test centers in the southern hemisphere. The results showed the P7's chassis performance superior than that of its benchmarking German luxury sports models. Compared with the traditional four-wheel drive system, the P7's dual-motor four-wheel drive can intelligently control the torque of both the front and rear wheels separately. The torque ratio is seamlessly distributed across the entire range of 0 to 100%. The two motors independently control the front and rear wheels and can provide sufficient torque and power under different conditions to achieve all-weather traction control. Powering the range-topping Xpeng P7 are a pair of electric motors, one on each axle, that allow the car to hit 62 miles per hour in just 4 seconds. The battery pack used sits at a reported 80.87 kilowatts per hour and is said to provide the P7 with more than 600 kilometers or 372 miles of range on a single charge. Those in the market for a more affordable variant will be able to purchase a rear-wheel drive model with 263 horsepower that hits 100 kilometers per hour in 6.7 seconds.
We are a 5-year-old EV startup in China. We're based in Guangzhou. The company is formed by a group of engineers coming out of Guangzhou Auto, but the backer and the chairman actually has the internet background. He actually was a very successful internet entrepreneur who sold his business to Alibaba in 2014 for multiple $billion. So he started this business with engineers as a group. So we are now unveiling our second model car, which is the P7 you see here. This has level 3 autonomous driving feature architecture embedded in this. It also has a 0 to 100 kilometer acceleration estimate in the 4-second range. You'll have a per charge battery range of over 600 kilometers. So this will be our flagship product. Well, I think first of all, the Chinese government has a strong push into new energy vehicles. So electrification, I think, is probably the dominant form of a new energy vehicle right now in the Chinese market. So not only we want to make electric car, but we want to make a car that's intelligent and autonomous. And that's why we spend a lot of our efforts and capital into researching the soft side of the vehicle, in addition to designing a beautiful product like this. Well, I would definitely say first, a car is a lot more complicated than a mobile phone. It's a lot of parts, a lot of codes, a lot of units out there. So it is, I would say, not as simple and easy as a smartphone. But I think the trend is that there's more and more modularization inside a vehicle. I think if you look at the number of electronic control units, there'll be fewer and fewer. That's the trend, so it will be more modular. At the same time, I think the car will become also a lot more controlled with, let's say, over-the-air upgrades and then the connectivities that's making it very, I would say, efficient to operate. So I think the overall trend is to make a vehicle a lot simpler, a lot more efficient, a lot modular, and more systematic. But whether it'll become another smartphone, I think it will probably not going to be that quick. Probably take more years to get to that stage. Well, I think certainly we have a vision to become more than a Chinese player. We want to make sure our product has a global reach. That's why you look at the design. The beauty of car design like this, it's applicable to all markets, not just in China. But at the same time, I think Chinese market is a very attractive and large market. As you know, we are the largest EV markets already, and also we are the largest market for connected vehicles as well as autonomous vehicles in the future. So having a foothold, establishing China is important for us. But if we can actually do well in China, we have every confidence that we can actually do well globally as well. So I think the ambition to go abroad will come as we develop. Well, there's a lot of things going on at Xpeng Motors. First of all, we will continue to develop new products. This P7 is our second model. We are in the same process of designing our future models at the same time. But also we have a big effort in autonomous driving. So we are also developing technologies that can be used in our vehicles that can achieve level 3 or beyond, so autonomous driving. And also we're exploring new models of retail. For example, we are opening direct-owned as well partnered stores in cities in China. We want to also deploy online capabilities that attract fans and sales leads to help us sell our products. In future, I think we also want to explore ways how we can operate both the driver as a group and also the data we collect from the car to make the experience better and make the work more efficient. So all that are things that we're focused on right now.